Hey guys, it's James here. So in this part of the training, I'm going to be showing you how to configure and set up your brand new WordPress website that you've been setting up. Also, I'm going to show you how to optimize your website for optimal SEO performance. So when you come to ranking your website, you're going to get the highest possible rank that you can with it. Also, I'm going to show you how to do this using 100% free method as well. So you won't have to buy any of the plugins or any of the themes. Everything what I'm going to show you in this part of the training is 100% free to get access to and to implement. So with that said, here's how to do it. So we've installed WordPress onto our server, and WordPress should have sent you an email with all your details and a link to the login page and all that kind of cool stuff. The only thing that wasn't in the email is your password, but I asked you in the previous part of the training to save that to a notepad, so you should have that in your notepad there, and obviously we want to use that on our login page. So go to that email, click the link to the login page and put in your login details. Me personally, I always tick this box, remember me, so I don't have to keep logging in every 2 minutes. If you forgot to save your password, by the way, you can just click on lost your password and WordPress will send you a brand new password that you can use. Then what you do, you just simply click on login, and what we're going to do now is to simply clean up and declutter WordPress, because there's a lot of things that we just don't need from the get-go, and once we've done that we can then start optimizing WordPress. So what I like to do personally is to shut down all these boxes. So I close that, I close that, I close that, I close that, and then I start deleting all the example posts, pages and comments as well. So I'll go to posts, I delete this example post, and then I go down to pages and delete these example pages as well. So the sample page goes in the trash and the privacy policy page goes in the trash as well. And if you deleted the post, the comment by default should get deleted. I'll just double check. Yes, so the comment has been deleted. And then what I like to do is to go down to settings, then permalinks, click on there, and what I like to do is to set it to post name. And what this does, it keeps your URLs for your website really clean, really lean. So you'll have your domain there, which in my case is incomeautomatorsystem.com, and you'll just have your URL here. So, and this is where you would put a keyword which will help with SEO and give you better rankings as a result in Google. So you want to click on post name and then click on save changes, and there we have it. Once you've done that, you've decluttered and cleaned WordPress, and we can start working on other aspects of your website. So once you've done that, I'll see you in the next part of the video. The next thing that we need to do is to update the theme of our website. Now, if you don't know what a theme is, it basically controls the look and design of your website. So you can make your website look any way you want whatsoever. Now, to do this, it's super easy stuff. All you got to do is to go down to appearances and then to themes, click on there, and we're in the themes section. But what we want to do is to click on add new. Now WordPress is going to give you a few options. You can go with the featured, which are basically just being recommended by WordPress. Then there's popular, which obviously means lots of people are using these, and there's a reason why lots of people are using these, because they're pretty good, so they're worth checking out. Then there's the latest ones, so these are all the newest ones that are coming out. Now, if you know exactly what you want and you know what kind of website and how it's laid out and things like that, then you can go and use the feature filter, and you can choose whichever features you want your website to have. So if you know exactly what you want, this bit is worth checking out. But if you don't, what I would just recommend is just start with featured and then look at a website. So say for example this one catches your eye, what you can do is just click on preview And this is what your website's going to look like if you use this particular theme. Now, it's not really well suited for what I'd have it for, so if I'm not happy with that, what I can do is just click on to the next one. This one is ugly. I wouldn't even know why it's been recommended to me, but it's there and it's an option if you want your website to look like that. Now, this is one what I'd probably consider going for, and what I generally go for are websites that are very simple, very clean, and very lean, because when you go for these type of websites, they tend to load faster and they give a better end user experience, and Google loves that kind of stuff, and with them loading faster, that's another ranking factor that's going to help you rank even better in Google. So that's something that I would go for, something clean and lean and very simple and easy to navigate, something that doesn't have lots of flashing graphics and it's over the top or anything like that. But at the end of the day, this is your website, this is your business, and I want you to find something that you like. So what I want you to do is spend some time going through these themes and trying them all out and see which one resonates with you the best. And once you've done that, I'll see you in the next part of the video. The next thing that we need to do is to set up your pages for your website. Now, we're going to be having a few pages. One of them is going to be your contact page and the others are going to be your legal pages. Now, don't worry if this sounds all scary stuff, because it's really easy to set up once you know how. So what we need to do first of all is to go to the pages section, and for the sake of speed and time, I've already set up the pages. So the pages you're going to need is a contact page, legal disclaimers page, a privacy policy page, and a terms and services page. So when you're creating one of these pages, all you got to do is click on add new, which I'm not going to do that because I've already created the page. But when you click on add new, it will take you to the page editor just like this, and what you would do, you'd put in contact, and for your contact page you can put anything you want. You feel free to use what I've put, which is if you have any questions, queries or business inquiries, you can contact me directly here, and you would link to either your contact form or email address or whatever you want to use, and then you would go down here and click publish or update like so, and then when we click on the link you'll see that there it is on your website. Now with your pages, legal pages, if we go back, this is going to be a little bit more involved, but still really easy to do. So what we need to do with your legal pages is to fill them out with legal documents and things like that. And the easiest way to do this is to simply use an auto generator. So when you're setting up your legal disclaimers page, so you would click on add new. In my case, I've already done it, so I'm just going to click on edit. And what you would do is go to Google and do a search for free disclaimer generator, and this will bring up loads of websites that will generate you a legal disclaimer that you can use for your website, and they're absolutely free. And generally they're just going to ask you a few questions before they generate you a disclaimer form, stuff like your name, the country you reside from, your contact details like your email address and things like that, and then you would click auto generate, and then you would copy all that content and then you would paste it into there. And once again you would do the exact same for your other pages. So your privacy policy, you would go to Google once again and put in free, it's this one, free privacy policy generator, and for your terms and services you will put in free terms of services generator as well. So once you've created all your pages and generated all the content and pasted it in there, I'll see you in the next part of the video. So you've set up your pages. What we need to do now is to place them at the top of your website so other people can see them when they visit your website. Now some themes are going to do this automatically while other themes are not. Now if you've got a theme that hasn't done this, don't worry about it, it's super easy to fix. All what we've got to do is once again go to appearance and then go down and click on menus. And then what we want to do is go down to menu name, click on there, and I'm just going to literally call it menu, and then click on create menu. And then what we want to do is to go over here and click and tick all the pages that we've created, like so, and then click on add menu. And as you can see, it's created this menu here. So what we want to do then is click on primary menu and then click on save menu. And if we do this, when we visit our web page, we should see all the pages at the top of the website. So as you can see, we've got legal disclaimers, privacy policy, terms and services, contacts. Now another thing, if you want to do this, is that you can literally change the positions of where they show up. So if you want your contacts to be right at the start, you can drag it up there, click on save menu, and then we'll go back to the website and we'll click on there and it should change position like it has. So what you need to do is to go into your menu section, set up your menus, and once you've done that, I'll see you in the next part of the video. The next thing that we need to do is to download some plugins. Now we're going to be downloading quite a few plugins throughout the duration of this training, but for this particular step we're just going to be downloading the ones that we need right now for our website. So the first thing that we need to do is to go to the plugin section and then go to add new, and this is obviously where you can find and do a search for all the plugins and download the ones that you want to use. Now the first one is actually located right here and it's called Akismet Anti-Spam, and this does what it says on the tin really. It removes all the spam comments from your website, saving you time, moderating all the comments, and it automates the process for you. So what we want to do is first of all is click on install now. Now don't click on activate, we'll do that in just a minute. And then the next one that we want is called Tiny MCE Advanced, and what this does, it gives you a lot more tools in your post editor toolbar section. So it's going to give you a lot more fonts, a lot more colors, and make your post stand out a lot more than the would if you were just using the default WordPress toolbar web editor in the post section. So once again, we click on install now. And then the next one that we want is comment reply email notification. Put it in there, and what this does, whenever somebody leaves a comment on your site and you reply to it, this plugin will send an automated notification to their email address that their comment was replied to. So once again, click on install now. And the final one is Yoast SEO, which is a popular WordPress plugin that allows you to optimize your website for Google and the search engine. So we'll just put that in there, and as you can see, it's here. Click on install now, and then what we do, once Yoast SEO is installed, we would go back to plugins here and we would simply activate them all. So I'm going to activate them all right now. And once you've activated all your plugins, I'll see you in the next part of the video. Okay then, so we've installed and activated our plugins. What we need to do now is just make a few changes to the settings in some of the plugins. Now the ones that don't need any changes whatsoever are the following. And that is the comment reply email notification, Tiny MCE Advanced, and WP Product Review Live. We can leave these for now. The only two that we need to change the settings with is the anti-spam and Yoast SEO, which I'll be touching on in this video. So as you can see, when you activated Akismet, you're going to have this pop-up that appears. So what you want to do is just click on there, And if you haven't already got an account, what you need to do is just click on get your API address, and you want to use the free one, unless if you want to pay for it, that's entirely up to you, of course. And then you would click on there, create an account, and once you've done that, you should be given an API key. You would paste it in there and click on connect with API key. I'm going to be using one of my other API keys, and I'll do that later off video. So going back to the plugin section, the next one that we need to work with is Yoast SEO, and this one needs a few things changing. So what you can do, you can click on settings here, and this will take us to the Yoast settings, obviously, and then we want to click on search appearance, and these are the settings that we're going to need to change. Now this is going to be the SEO title of your homepage. Me personally, I don't like the tagline, I don't like the separator, and I don't like the page name. I just have the site title, so it just tells Google exactly what it's all about. And then what you need to do is to put a small description what your website is about. So whether it's about weight loss, bodybuilding, losing weight, said that twice already, dog training, seduction, whatever, you just say what the site is about and the kind of information that they can find on your website, whether it's reviews, news, how-to guides, things like that, okay? But keep it very short and to the point. Then what you need to do is to choose whether you're an organization or a person. I should imagine 9 times out of the 10 you're going to be a person. And then what you need to do is select your name. So obviously my name's James Scholes, and what you can do, you can put a logo or avatar there. That's entirely up to you. Then we want to go to the content types, and this is how we want Google to see your posts, your pages and things like that. But in this particular moment is post, and it says here show post in search results. Yes, absolutely. Do you want to hide the date in the snippet preview? I would keep that as hide. Yoast SEO meta box, keep that as show. And then once again I would delete all these except for the title, and you can leave that as it is. And then go down to pages. Yes, you want your pages to show up in the search results, and once again I would delete all them like so. And then we move to media, and we want to keep that as recommended as yes. And then go to taxonomy. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right either. I don't know what a lot of these words, how to pronounce them. I'm sure somebody will correct me in the comment section down below. But yeah, what we want to do, we want to turn this to no. And the reason for that is because a lot of times your category pages are going to show duplicate content, which can negatively affect your search ranking. So we definitely want that off. Then we go down to tags, and this is the same here. Your tagged pages are going to show duplicate content once again, so we'll turn that off and go to format, and we'll disable that like so. And where it says remove the category prefix, we can keep that as the same, I think. Category this feature removes that. Right, so we'll keep that like so, and then click on archives. We want to once again put that to disabled. Click on date archives. We want to disable that. This is for all the same reasons, because it could show duplicate content which negatively affects your web pages in Google and in the search engines. Click on there. We can keep that the same. Breadcrumbs, keep that disabled. And that's about it really. So what we want to do then is click on save like so, and we've got all our plugins set up and ready to go. Once you've done that, I'll see you in the next part of the video. The next thing that we need to do is to name your website. So hopefully you've got a good name in mind for it. And then secondly, we need to sort out your profile settings and set up a Gravatar account for you. So to do this, we need to first of all go down to settings and then general, and then in the general settings you can name your website. Now you're free to call your website absolutely anything you want, but if you're struggling for a name for your website right now, what you can do is just use this simple 3-step formula to name your website. So what you can do: step 1, use your name; step 2, mention your market; and then step 3, you can have an additional word at the end to summarize what kind of information they're going to get here. So say for example your name is Susan Lambert and you're in the weight loss market, you can put Susan Lambert weight loss tips. Or if you're Marcus Smith, you could put Marcus Smith's bodybuilding guides or something like that. And then at the bottom you can put in a tagline, and your tagline is just going to give a brief summary what's your site going to cover. So you could put something like everything from the latest reviews, the newest guides, and everything you need to know about bodybuilding or fishing or whatever. Now don't worry if you come up with something that you're not entirely happy with, you can always change this whenever you want. Just come back into the general settings and make the changes there. But once you've come up with a name and a tagline, what you do then, you can just simply scroll down and click on Save Changes. And then once that's saved, we can go up here and go to Edit My Profile. And then from here we just fill in the blanks. Now you don't have to fill in everything, but just fill in what you can. So for example, for your first name you would put in your first name, so I'll just put in mine. Second name, I'll put in my second name, if I can spell it correctly, that is. And if you've got any websites or social media profiles that are associated with this website or the market that you're going into, then you can put them here. But it doesn't matter if you haven't got any, you can once again add them at a later date. And if you want to add a little blurb about you, sometimes depending on the theme that you use can show up at the bottom of every post that you write, but it's different depending on the themes you're using. And once again, you can do that at a later date if you so choose to. Now to get a profile picture of yourself, and I recommend that you do this right now, because when you do this, whenever you comment on any blog or website, your picture will follow you everywhere you go, and it's kind of like building you up as a brand. So to do this, all we've got to do is to click on this link here where it says Gravatar. So I'll click on there, and what you do, you go down here and click on Create Your Own Gravatar. And what you would do, you would fill in this account. It's 100% free to do, and once you've created an account there, you'll be able to put your profile picture. You can use any profile picture. I recommend to have a semi-decent one, not nothing funny or silly or anything like that. You've got to remember, this is going to follow you around the internet every time you make a comment on somebody's website or blog or whatever. So create a free account there, upload your profile picture, and once you've done that, I'll see you in the next part of the video. The next thing that we're going to do is to add a little bio box to your website. So if we have a look at the example website that I've been building in this training alongside with you, the bio box is going to go here. Now the reason why we have a bio box is for the simple reason that it literally humanizes your website and it makes you as a person more relatable. And this is because when people can see the face of the person that is writing the articles or creating the content or filming the videos, they instantly have a stronger emotional bond with that person, and as a result of that, it can really help with conversions and engagement on your website, which will result in more sales and higher ranks in Google. Okay, so that's why we're doing this. So to do this, what we need to do is to simply go back to the admin area and then go down to appearance and then go to the widget section. And then what we need to do is to find the text box. So I'm just looking for the text box. As you can see, it's here. Now, depending on the theme, you should be able to drag it up like so. So I'll just drag it up and put it right to the top. And as you can see, it's automatically opened. So the first thing that we're going to do is to put something like welcome, or welcome to my website, or welcome to Jim Bob's Marketing Hub, or Lisa's weight loss tips, or something like that. So I'm just going to put welcome, but you can put anything that you want. And then the second thing that we want to do is to add a picture of you. So you can use the same picture that you use for your Gravatar account that we created previously in the training. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just use this one here. Now obviously this is just an example picture that I'm using. What I recommend that you do is not to use one of a celebrity, use one of yourself, but one that's a nice, friendly, approachable picture. Even one with you with your family or something like that, because like I said, it's going to make you more relatable, and you're going to build a stronger emotional connection. And like I said, it's going to help with engagement, and more people are going to take action, and it's going to help with having a conversation and people leaving comments and things like that. So once you've uploaded your image, what you can do then is click on the insert into post, and it should appear like so. God, that is scary, but it's obviously you don't want anything silly like that, but this is just an example. And then what you want to do is just put a little blurb here about yourself and your website and what to expect. So what I've done, I've written a little 3-point plan that you can follow yourself. So I'll just copy that and paste it in like so. So what you want to talk about is 3 things in this little bio box. 1, welcome your visitors to your site. 2, tell them what to expect from your site. And then 3, ask your visitor to engage. So what do I mean by that? So I'll just touch on everyone in depth. So first of all, number 1, welcome your visitor to your website. So you just want to open up and say, hey, welcome to my website, really hope you enjoy your stay here. And then second thing would be tell them what to expect from your site. So you could turn around, expect everything from reviews, the latest news in our industry, and I'll be pumping out free training on how to blah 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 and blah blah blah. And then the final one is you can turn around and go, if you've got any questions or if you need to know anything, feel free to leave a comment on one of my posts and I'll get back to you. And or you can contact me in the contact tab up above on the website and I'll get back to you and things like that. So those are the 3 things that I will touch on. Now the most important thing, which I think most people are going to make a big mistake on, is that you do not want to write paragraphs and paragraphs about this. You want to keep it as short and as concise as possible. So you really just literally just want to write 1 or 2 sentences per point. So for example, I could go, welcome to my website. On this website you can expect everything from the latest news, guides and reviews on all things dog training. If you've got any questions or queries, feel free to leave a comment or contact me in the contact tab up above. And that's it. That's all you got to put. So keep it as short as possible because people don't want to read your life story. Believe it or not, there is a place where you can share your life story, but this is not it. So what I want you to do is to create your little bio box and write a little blurb about yourself. Remember to keep it as concise as possible. And once you've done that, I'll see you in the next part of the video. The next thing that we need to do is to connect your website up to Google Search Console. Now, there's going to be a few benefits why we're doing this. First up, it's going to allow our website to get indexed and ranked faster in Google search results. Secondly, we can get some really valuable intel from Google Search Console, like the keywords you're ranking for and how much traffic you're getting from Google as well. And I'll be touching on all that later on in the training. But to connect your website up to Google Search Console, the first thing that you need to do is to go to Google and just do a search for Google Search Console, and it should be right at the top. Give that a good old click and then go down and click on Start Now. And there's going to be two ways you can verify your website with Google Search Console. Now, for this training, I'm going to show you how to do this using the URL prefix. And this is for the main reason that it's a lot easier to do than doing it the domain way. But it's entirely up to you which way you want to do it. If you're going to do it my way, this is how to do it. So what you need to do is to put your domain in there, but make sure to use the prefix https:// and then your domain. So I'm going to paste that in like so, and as you can see, I've put in the prefix there, and then I'm going to click on continue. And what's happening right now is that Google is starting the verification process, and the next thing we do is to simply download this file here. So I'll click on there, click on OK, and as you can see, this is jumping up and down, meaning that I've downloaded this file to my computer. And what we need to do next is to upload this file to our server so Google Search Console can verify that we own this website. Now, the easiest way to do that is to go back to your cPanel, which I was showing you how to get access to and navigate around in previous training, and then locate the file manager, click on there. And this is going to open up your file manager, and what we need to do is to locate our website on our server. So the first thing you do is to locate the public underscore HTML, and this is where all your websites are going to be located. Look for your website. Here's mine. Click on there, and then what I would do, I would click on upload. Drag, and as you can see, it's uploaded there. And then what I would do is go back here, click on verify, and there we go. I've verified my website with Google Search Console. And then I would click to go to properties, and as you can see, we're inside the Google Search Console. So what I want you to do is to do that, and I'll see you in the next part of the video. The next thing that we need to do is to submit our sitemap to Google Search Console. Now, we're doing this just to tell Google about our website and the posts on there, and it'll help with indexing your website a lot quicker as well. And it will automatically update every time you post on your website as well. So it's a once and done kind of thing. Now, to do this, all what we've got to do is to go down to the Yoast SEO plugin that we installed previously, and then go to General. Then from there, we want to go to Features and scroll down where it says XML sitemaps, and then click on the question mark, and as you can see, it says here see XML sitemap. So we click on there and we go up to the URL, and what we do here, we just grab where it says sitemap underscore index.xml, and we copy that. And then what we do, we go back to Google Search Console, go down to Sitemaps, and we paste it in there like so. And then we click on Submit. And there we go. We've now submitted our sitemap to Google Search Console. So whenever we update our website and publish a new post, Google will know about it quicker, and your web pages are going to get indexed naturally a lot quicker as well. So once you've done that, I'll see you in the next part of the video. So this is it, the final furlong. This is the last step of this part of the training. So if you've made it this far, give yourself a big pat on the back because you've done really, really well. So the final thing that we need to do is to write a welcome post for our website. And like I said regarding the bio box, this is going to help to humanize your website and make you more relatable, and it's going to improve engagement, because if people want to learn more about you, they can do in this welcome post. So to do this, all what we've got to do is to simply go to post and then go to add new, and this will obviously take us to the post editor mode where we can write our post. Now the first thing that you need to do is to simply write a headline or a title, and you can open this up anywhere you want. So say if your name is Sarah Louise, you could say welcome to Sarah Louise's weight loss tips. Or if your name's Marcus Smith, it could be, welcome to Marcus Smith's bodybuilding tips, or something like that. And then what I want you to do is to go down to this section and write a post a little about you and about yourself and what you plan to do. Now you're probably thinking, well, how do I do that, or what's the best way to do it? So what I've done, I've written a 5-point process that you can follow, that you can use in your post. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to paste it down here, and I'm just going to quickly go through this for you to break it down. So the first thing that you want to do is welcome your visitor to your site. So you can open it up and say, thanks for stopping by and welcome to Jim Bob's, dog training tips guys website, or whatever. And then the second part would be introduce yourself and share a little about yourself. So you can go in about who you are, where you're from, what you did before this website, if you were in another business, or and your family, if you've got any kids, family, friends, things like that. Anything that you want to share about yourself that you think other people will find interesting. And then the third point is talk about what motivated you to start this website. So why are you doing this website? Are you just wanting to learn how to make money yourself, or are you a professional in the seduction market and you want to help others succeed in that area of the market? Or are you just wanting to teach people in dog training, and you've had a business, a physical business, and now you want to share this stuff online with like-minded people? But either way, share your motivations, why you're doing this. And then the fourth point is tell them what kind of content to expect in future. So what kind of content are you going to be covering on your website? And generally this can be summarized into 3 things, and that is you're going to be covering news in your marketplace, so all the latest going ons and your opinion on it and how we can take advantage of that situation. The second thing is that you can do reviews in your market. So if you buy a product related to that marketplace, you can do an in-depth review, or if you invest in a service, you can do a review on it and share your thoughts on it and all that kind of thing, and you can monetize that with your affiliate link. And then the third one is that you can do like free training on your blog or how-to guides and teach people how to do things in your marketplace, and you can monetize that again by linking to other resources that could be your affiliate link. And then the fifth and final is ask for feedback and get them to engage. So you can turn around and go, if you've got any questions or queries, or you want to know more, then leave a comment down below and I'll get back to you. Plus, I'm always open to feedback and criticism, so let me know if there's anything that you want to know about or anything that you think I could improve, because I would love to hear your feedback. And then you could also turn around and go, if there's any kind of content that you want, let me know, so I'll try and cater to your needs. If there's enough demand for it, I will create that kind of content for you. So that is what I would follow if I was writing an introduction post. So what I want you to do is to write an introduction post right now, and just really go for it, really open up about yourself and let people learn more about you, because trust me, more people are going to be more interested than you think they are, because if they enjoy your content, then they'll want to know more about you and what makes you tick and all that kind of thing. So once you've done that, I will see you in the next part of the video. Hey guys, it's James here, and a massive thank you for watching this part of the training. Now, if you've got any questions about what was taught in this particular part of the method, then please leave a question down below and I will get back to you personally and answer your question for you. I'm always here to help, because I want to help you get the results that you're after. Now, if you enjoyed the video, I would super appreciate it if you hit the like button. Plus, if you want to be notified when I'm posting on this YouTube channel, my future training, then hit subscribe and give that bell a good old ding as well. Now, if you're ready for the next part of the training, there should be a thumbnail that will magically appear somewhere. Give that a good old click and you'll be instantly redirected to the next part of the free training in this series. Now, if that's not there for whatever reason, then don't worry, I've got your back covered. I've got some more free training in the description box, and it's basically a method on how to make money online using free methods, and it's 100% free to access. But that said, I would recommend to go through this series first, and once you've completed this series of training, then I would go and check out this other free course that I've got for you. That said and done, whichever path you choose, I'll see you in the next part of the training. See you there.